Hi, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life and welcome back to my channel. This is another process video for Christmas Memories YouTube Inspiration Hop with Miranda and Lisa. And it's day number 7, Baby It's Cold Outside. So I used this sketch and I decided to take this just a little bit different. Now, full disclaimer, I guess. This little cut file, I love this cut file. It's an elf. It looks, awesome, but it doesn't work out. You'll see me, I start to use it, I try to go as much as it doesn't work. It's just not it just didn't fit right. And I'm not sure why, really, to be honest, but once I get going, you'll see me, I'm playing around with it, and I'm trying to be like, oh, this will work, I promise you it will, and then it doesn't. So I decided with this prompt that I was looking through all of my December daily photos that I had from last year, or like December document photos that I had from last year, and I decided to take the little bits of sparkles and add them into my daily, my documented album. This is the first year that I'm going to actually add sparkles in there. Normally I just have her on social media and then not actually document any of the photos. This time I'm going to. And I decided to look through it and pick anything that was outside related. So what I mean by that is I have one where he's ice fishing, where Sparkles is ice fishing. The other one, she fell into the ice, which is right here where she fell into the ice. And then the other one is how to build a snowman. I thought that because we're in the state of Georgia, I don't really have any cold type photos out there that because it wasn't really that cold last year in December. We got hit more in January, February time frame than anything for our coldness, or like cold, to have cold and be bundled up and have photos with it. But for this particular one, I was like, you know what? I'm going to show you that you can still use this style and still live in the South and be able to make it a winter but yet fun layout. So make sure that you go check out everybody. That is linked down below. Here I go. I'm trying to make this work. I don't know, like on my screen, you can't really see what I'm trying to cover up. But there is this mark that's on there. I'm trying to make this elf work. It just, for me, this elf didn't work for what I was trying to do. And then this elf looks like a guy, and I have a girl. It just didn't work. Like, you see me try so hard, and then I'm like, nope, it's a done deal. Like, there's nothing else I can do. I get rid of it, and then I kind of go back to there I'm hemming and hawing about it. I'm like looking at it. I'm like, do I not? And then I'm like, no. So then I start to play around with these a little bit and be like, okay, do I do this? Do I not do this? Like, what are we gonna do? So then I get the photos together and I'm like, okay, we'll put the ice stuff together and then the snowman. And then I am scrapping with Amy. Pretty much all my not Amy, but Fran this time around, and pretty much all my videos I do, we video chat just because we catch up with our days, and it's just due to the way of the world, it makes it a little bit easier to hang out. And plus, it'll be really nice throughout this year because since Josh is gone, and when I do my scrapbooking, he's sleeping. So if it makes sense to you, when I go to bed at night, so when we go to bed, so I'm on the East Coast, so when I go to bed at night around 10:30, he's just waking up for the next day. So I get to talk to him a little bit then, and then I go to bed. And then about 6-7 hours or so later, depending on how long he wants to sleep in or whatever the case may be, depending on what his job is doing, things like that, I will hear from him in the morning when I wake up. It's like afternoon for him. And then he goes to bed about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, our time here. and it's nighttime for him there. So ultimately, I'll be able to chat with him at night and a little bit while I'm getting ready to go to work. And then after that, it's going to be kind of a hit and miss. Now, when he goes out to the field and he does all that stuff, of course, I won't hear from him, things like that. He is one of the computer gurus, and he's going into one of those types of units. So he'll have internet. It's nothing like what Josh and I had to endure like the first part of his deployments back in the early 2000s, where internet wasn't like it is now. So Josh, and plus he runs computers, and that's something that works out in my favor as a spouse, because he's constantly by a computer, so he can either email me, text me, whatever the case may be. And now most of the versions of Messenger and like WhatsApp, he uses a lot of WhatsApp over there. We're used to that software. They actually have a desktop version to Microsoft or to WhatsApp and to Messenger. So I have that down on the computer so that I can make sure that it works while I am on my desktop if I don't hear my phone, because I leave my phone normally on silent, because I do get a lot of notifications from, like, you know, Facebook, all that, because I am a YouTuber. So I do get, you know, social media is kind of my life. That's how I make my money too. It's like my side hustle, and you guys know this. So but yeah, that's a little bit where Josh is at. When this video goes up, he has like 4 or 5 more days worth of quarantine, and then he'll actually go to his unit. I am almost done with my quarantine. When this goes up, I have only then, when this goes up, I only have 3 more days, including the day that this video goes up. So that is nice. I can finally then go out and get my own groceries and go to the commissary if I need to. All of that kind of stuff. The day that this also goes up is the last day of school. Now, I can't be there, so I had to get a sub due to my, you know, due to quarantine. But other than that, we're making it through. I do have to say that cabin fever is a real thing. Like, at first I was like, I think I just have a little No, cabin fever is a real thing. Like, I was getting to the point where I was sleeping all the time and having like symptoms and things like that where I was exhausted, but really I had nothing else better to do because I was in this house by myself. Oh, I mean, my daughter's here and so is Asher, but that doesn't mean much. So, but yeah, it can become a lot. But check everything down below. All the links will be down below. I am using the Hip Kit November, the November kits. You guys know, you guys have seen this enough. The still shots are definitely coming up. I'm just getting all the little bits and bobs and little bits here and there ready for this layout, because I think it turned out wonderful. I just love how this looks. This is so much better than if I would have left that elf in. This just turns out better for me. But I will link down below the elf on the shelf if you do want it. It just, for me, it's a wonderful cut file. I love it. It just, for this particular one, it just didn't work. So I figured, you know what, that's okay, because I do tons of elf on the shelf. Sparkles is definitely not going away anytime soon for right now. And so, yeah. But the still shots are definitely coming up. I do have sequence. There we go. I was like, what am I doing right now? Sequence and splatters from Shimmer's Paints is coming on. I've been doing really busy layouts lately, so this one was a nice, like, fresh air, because it was just something simple and easy for me to do that I forgot how to do simple. But I still think that this turned out well. So the still shots are coming up. Go check out everybody. I hope that you like and subscribe to my channel. I do upload normally between 2 to 3 times a week. Right now it is every day until the 12 days of Christmas memories are done. and then ultimately my channel will go back to normal and you won't have as many to watch, but I just love this season. So make sure that you guys are all staying safe. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.